My challenge is to understand theory of relativity and time dilation. Now, here is what I'm going to be talking to you about. It's called the muon. It's very mysterious. So, what is a muon? Does anyone here know? Okay, so a muon is a tiny subatomic particle, smaller than an atom, but its mass is about 207 times the mass of an electron. So, before I go further, I want to explain what a cosmic ray is so you can understand further a lot better. So a cosmic ray are rays that are made of protons, neutrons, specifically helium, and hydrogen and helium nuclei. So if anyone doesn't know what that is, so hydrogen nuclei is just a proton, helium nuclei is 2 protons and 2 neutrons. And please don't mistake cosmic rays for sun rays because it comes from other stars mostly. From far away, it could be light years too. So how do muons form? So first, these cosmic rays strike the upper part of the atmosphere, and then they decay to make a lot of fundamental particles, like muons. Muons is one of them. So, here is my drawing of everything. So first, as you can see, cosmic rays strike the upper atmosphere, and then they decay into, some of them also go a little further, but later soon they decay into a lot of fundamental particles. Pions, positrons, electrons, kaons, neutrinos, neutrons, gamma rays, and also muons. So these muons, after some time, also decay into electrons, electron neutrinos, and muon neutrinos. So, the calculations. Before I do the calculations, the calculations are, so if the distance traveled by the muon is 10 kilometers, and it's equal to 10 to the power of 3 meters, or 1,000 meters. The speed of muon is about 0.98 the speed of light. So 0.98 times 3, and 0.98 times 3 times 10 to the power 8, because 3 times 10 to the power 8 meters, 3 times 10 to the power 8 would be equal to the speed of light, meters per second. So 0.98 times the speed of light. So then, the time taken by the muon to reach sea level should be the distance divided, the distance the muon traveled divided by the speed the muon traveled. So that would be 10 to the power 3 divided by 0.98 times 3 times 10 to the power 8. You can remove the 3 zeros on the top and 3 zeros from the bottom. So 10 to the power 3 becomes 1, and then 10 to the power 8 becomes 10 to the power 5. So now that's equal to 1 by 0.98 is also 98 by 100, so I could say, so 1 by 98 by 100 times 3 times 10 to the power 3, because if I cancel out the zeros in 100 down there, and then from up there in 10 to the power 5, then we get 1 divided by 98 times 3 times 10, 1 by 98 times 3 times 1,000, which would be equal to 34 divided by 10 to the power 6 seconds, which would be 34 microseconds. But the real lifetime of a muon is something else. Does anyone know? Okay, so the real lifetime of a muon is actually just 2.2 microseconds. But in the calculation, we got 34 microseconds. So how does this work? It's because of time dilation. So, next page. So the interesting part, that how does this time dilation actually work? So the muon's average lifetime would be 2.2 microseconds. In 2.2 microseconds, a muon should only be able to reach approximately 646 meters, but not even 1 kilometer. But then how do they reach sea level covering 10 plus kilometers? Time dilation. So the muon, when it's coming down, if it would think that its lifetime is 2.2 microseconds. But to us, it would be about 22 microseconds. To us, a person at rest. Yes. So now, any questions on that? Okay. And now, next page. So here I'm going to talk about a future element. It is something related to what I've just been talking about. And anyone know? So it's called muonium. Muonium is really similar to a normal atom, but instead of protons and neutrons in the center, it has a muon in the center. And around it revolves a positron, which is basically just a positively charged electron. So that's the atom. And because muon is negatively charged, it can't be an electron because negative and negative would repel. So negative and positive attract. So a muon in the center, and then a positron revolving around it. It only lives for a short time though, about 2.2 microseconds on average, because that's the lifetime of a muon before it decays. But an anti-muonium is basically with a muon, I think it's a positively charged muon. I don't really know what it's called, but it's a positively charged muon in the center with an electron revolving around it. And next page. Thank you.